So it turns out you actually can do a slide surf out of an InstaBoost. Check it out. Now, if that sentence made absolutely no sense to you, go check out my other video on this topic, link in the description. But basically, there's no new slide mechanic here. There's no crazy new discovery. Basically, it's just a really, really well timed slide with a quick uncrouch just before you run into the object. The idea being that you can maintain enough of that slide speed to get a really clean auto mantle and keep moving. But when you land out of the mantle boost, since you release the crouch before climbing, you can actually get a proper slide on landing rather than one of those weird dead stops that you would typically get if you landed without a forward input. And that's really, really important because if you have a forward input on landing to get a slide from a crouched mantle boost, that will break slide surfing. So by releasing that crouch just as we make contact or right before we make contact with the object, we can get the state that we need to maintain that second slide and get all that juicy momentum. So no additional mechanics at play here, just a really, really well-timed uncrouch as you're sliding forward. Now, regarding the insta-boost variation, that is where you do a 180-degree turn off an edge and then do the mantle boost and slide surf, it is still technically possible, as you can see here in these clips, but it is a lot more punishing in terms of when you release that crouch. Because you are balancing the fact that you don't want to fall off the edge and you do want to get that insta climb, but you don't want the dead, crouch landing without the slide. So it's going to take a lot more practice to nail down that one. I've only hit it a few times, but when it comes to the flat ground variations, it's very, very repeatable because if you mistime the stand up from your slide, you can still just walk into the object, do an auto mantle, and still kind of pull it off and maintain a lot of momentum throughout the sequence. One other kind of final note with this is that it works with any mantle boost variation equally well. So forward mantle boost, sideways mantle boost, whatever, and it also works out of any slide. So you could wall bounce into a slide, you could jump into a slide, you could even already do this triple slide and land in that final slide and repeat the whole sequence over again because mantle boosts have no cooldown. So that kind of infinite chained nature of it, I think, makes it a lot more powerful than it appears on the surface. And I'm really curious to see what people do with it. So yeah, if you think this is useful, let me know in the comments. If you think it's completely useless, also let me know in the comments. I'm always spending time in the range, kind of discovering and recombining things and seeing if there's any other practical movement discoveries yet to be found in the game. So if that's appealing to you, definitely subscribe. There'll be more of these type of guides coming out. If you have no clue what I was talking about in this video and it made no sense, let me know and I'll try to provide some additional explanations. And yeah, I can't wait to see what people are doing with this, especially with like the Axel stuff coming out. I think with her tactical and everybody getting her passive, people are gonna be pulling off some like crazy maneuvers, and I can't wait to get my hands on her. So hope this video was useful, and that's all I gotta say. Okay, bye.